Madison, obviously there's been some pretty intense competition in the middle infield for spots. How has that gone? And then just talk about the day you had on Saturday, I believe it was, with 2 home runs. Was that an opportunity, you think, for you to step up and take control of the shortstop job?
Yes, sir. I knew that just because I started last year at short, wasn't guaranteed I was going to start this year. It's something I had to earn. It's something that multiple guys were working for. And obviously we believe that Coach Kingston is going to put the best outfielder or the infielder in that position. For Saturday, I think we had 6 home runs, which was impressive. It was a big day, not just for me, but for a bunch of hitters. I think we had 21 hits, 15 of those were extra base hits. So all around, it was very impressive to see the way we swung the bat that day.
This is for both of you. I know there's always a high level of excitement and anticipation about opening day. Is it even more amped up because it's the first game for your new coach, Mark Kingston?
I'm sure there's some nerves still going around just because it's the first game of the season, first college game for some guys, the freshmen, new guys coming in. But I think it's more we're excited to get going, play a different team instead of each other. I guess we're more excited than amped up. We don't want the nerves to get to us. We're just really pumped to get things going.
Yeah, I agree. There's always going to be a lot of emotion on opening day, but I think more than anything, we're prepared and we're ready to show everybody, the product we can put on the field. We're very confident, and we're ready to show everybody.
Madison, Coach Kingston said he believes that the offense overall is going to improve. Number one, do you agree? And if so, why? What has this staff done? What are you guys doing differently as a group that you think is going to lead to better at-bats?
I do agree. And I think we have, in the fall and in the spring, prepared the hitters, or the coaches have prepared us in a way to have great at-bats. He's given us philosophies that we've never heard before, and we've put those philosophies to the test, and it works, and so we're going to run with it and just trust everything that our coaches are telling us to do. And I think ultimately if we have confidence in them, then we're going to have a great year offensively.
Can you give me a couple of examples of those philosophies, or a couple that really stuck out to you?
Yes, sir. Mainly just being disciplined, aggressive, early in the count, swinging at pitches that we can drive, not being too aggressive where we're swinging at balls or pitches that we know we can't drive in the gaps. So mainly just being disciplined, aggressive. Mm-hmm.
Adam, when did you find out that you were going to be the Friday night starter, and what were kind of some of the emotions that you felt afterwards? And I guess the second part of the question, what are you most looking forward to Friday night?
I kind of found out when you guys found out, when Coach Kingston in the media day announced it. But, it's always been a dream of mine to pitch on Friday nights at South Carolina. It's a huge honor. I'm just excited about, getting in front of our great fans and going out there and competing. We've all been working extremely hard, over the winter and spring, and we're ready to, put a good product on the field. So we're just all really excited to show our fans, how far we've come.
Adam, what kind of impact has Coach Meade made on you since he's come in here, and not only just on you, but what have you noticed and how his impact has permeated the pitching staff?
Right. Coach Meade's a very high-energy coach, and, we've all responded extremely well to that. He's introduced us to a lot of new things, and, he's helped different pitchers in different ways, really been able to relate to, a lot of our young guys, and he's been able to, help all of us, old guys too, me, Cody, and just develop. So, we've responded really well, and, we're really excited with where we're at.
Adam, what did you learn from Clark and Will, them taking the ball on Friday nights and now you becoming that ace of the staff?
Well, aside from just their pitchability, I'd say mainly, just their competitiveness. I've said that all along. Those guys are two of the most competitive pitchers you'll ever find. They go out there and, whether they had their best stuff or not, they're going to give you a chance to win, solely off of their competitiveness, and just their drive. So I guess that's probably the main thing, just, how they approach the game, the way they attacked hitters, that kind of thing. So that's the main lesson I learned from those guys.
Madison, you were talking a little bit earlier about the philosophies, some of the differences with this year's coaching staff. I wonder, from an analytics standpoint, Coach Kingston seems to drive that home. How much are you guys really starting to study the game more, understand numbers and positioning more so than in previous seasons here? And how is that maybe impacting your offseason? How do you think that will help this year?
Yeah, so we got 2 new machines, I guess they're machines, Hit Tracks and TrackMan. And I wasn't too sure about it at first because I didn't know how accurate it would be with the results that it gives. But after using it for a couple weeks, it really gives you a good feedback of what's important and what's not important with exit velocity, launch angle. And so when it gives you instant feedback with those things as far as when you're hitting the cage or on the field, it just gives you an idea in the back of your head of how far you're hitting it or how hard you need to swing or the pitches you're swinging at. It also has a pitch location in it. So we really try to take advantage of those machines that they've given us in the cage and on the field.
Madison, is this as confident as you've been going into a season? Is this the best baseball that you've played going into a year?
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah, we have a lot of confidence in myself and also my team. I firmly believe that confidence is contagious. If I'm going to be confident and have to be a leader on this team, then I think that those guys, younger guys and even older guys, can see that and hopefully feed off of it.
Maybe for both you guys, Coach Kingston was in here talking about what Friday night's going to be like for him. He's anticipating the tailgate, kind of the scene, the atmosphere for his first time. Have you kind of sensed his excitement with this? I mean, obviously this was a big step in his career to make it to coach this program. Do you sense that from him leading into tomorrow?
Oh yeah, he's fired up for sure. He's really excited. You can see it just on the field and talking to him, how excited he is for the year to get going.
Yeah, Coach Kingston's he's a big high energy guy, and he's extremely excited for the year. He's gotten us prepared, and he's prepared himself, and we're all just ready to get out there and get in front of just the whole environment and go play.
This is for both of you guys. Chris Singleton visited you guys yesterday. What was that experience like, and what are some of the things you took away from his visit?
I thought it was well worth it. I'm glad that he came. The day before, we watched some videos, and Coach Lake spoke because Coach Lake was his coach, I guess 3 years ago. But I thought it was a very neat experience. He's a great man. He's been through a lot, obviously, and just to see his strength and internal strength, mental strength, the way that he's come out of that really taught us a lot. And you can kind of relate it back to baseball and correlate those two. So we took a lot from it. Just for a mental aspect and a internal strength aspect of how just to forgive and just how strong love it really is. Just a couple of things that I took from it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was a great experience getting to talk to him. The stuff he's been through, no person should ever have to go through, and the way he has responded to it is amazing. And I mean, like he said, like love truly is stronger than hate. So I mean, that's probably the main lesson I took from that. And I mean, his mental strength, like Madison said, in baseball or in life is amazing. So it was really great getting to talk to somebody like that.
Adam, there are obviously a lot of new pitchers on this staff. Who are one or two guys who have stuck out to you that maybe people aren't talking about right now that they'll be talking about here as the season goes along?
First person that sticks out of my mind is Eddie Demarius. I mean, that kid can pitch. He's very good, and I mean he's going to show everybody that he's a competitor. He's got the perfect closer mentality, and he just really sticks out for me. And then just two more, just off the top of my head, Logan and Carmen Majinski. I mean, those two guys. Like I said, before the spring scrimmages, those guys have jumped right in here and attacked hitters and done what you need to do to pitch on this level, and they've had success, and they continue to do that in the spring. And I mean, I think those two guys are really ready to make a jump and have success for us this year.
Any more questions?